Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us for the start of a brand new week. We're very excited here, very happy because sun's out, guns out, the legs out. I tell you what, across the board today, the majority of the lads here, without wanting to scare you off, all got their shorts on today. It's one of those days, because it's so warm. So that's one of the reasons we're excited. The weather's good, but we're also very excited for the fact that the UK warehouse, our global fulfillment centre, is back and open after its rejig, after its revamp. We're very, very excited about that. So here in the UK, get buying once again. We apologise for the kind of, disruption last week, but it's all for the greater good. And we've got a very exciting day lined up for you. A little bit of a rejig day, actually, because normally on Monday, you'd expect to see Monday Makers. That's normally at 6 o'clock, isn't it, of an evening. However, that's going to be the middle show today. We put that in at 2 o'clock this afternoon because, and actually on Monday Makers, we've got some amazing deals. But this evening from 6, we have got a masterclass when it comes to the Gemini 2. We have got the launch of the amazing accessories for you. So all of the plates that you'll be wanting to get your hands on, they will be available. Storage will be available for you as well. Also the accessories, which I know a lot of you have been waiting for, like the magnetic stand, like the turntable attachment, that is all going to be available for you. And plan is at the moment to make all of that live for you later on at the start of that show. Sarah's going to be in to bring that to you. It's going to be a fantastic show. If you haven't yet picked up your Gemini 2, in the US we have got a lot of machines still available for you to grab, but for everybody, the plates and those accessories will be live from 6 o'clock this evening. That is the current plan. If it changes, and it could do, you never know here, I will let you know. But it's a very exciting day. Lots to have a look at on the website. Also on the web, if you are having a bit of a shop and a bit of a peruse, we do have 50% off selected dies today. Head to the website. It is all there and all the information you need. But I'm really excited today because not only Sarah later on, but I get to continue working with my absolute fave, who I was with all day yesterday. She's looking as bright and as beautiful as the day itself outside. The one and only, my TV wifey, the Barnsley bombshell, Debbie Robinson.
I do love this build-up. I absolutely love this build-up. Thank you very much, Ben.
You're welcome.
Yes, it's beautiful outside. It's beautiful inside as well. We've got a lot lined up for you today. Some of my favourites are back as well. So I love Creator Card dies. We've got a stellar deal on the Creator Card dies as well. And I'll show you just a few of the samples from our fabulous design team and the types of things that you can be doing with these gorgeous deep border Creator Card dies. You're going to be able to take all of your colouring mediums to these. You're going to be able to create lots of different styles because, of course, they're from that Creator Card range, which means a stellar amount of different ways that you can use these. These are just absolutely fabulous. I can't wait to get started with these because they personally are one of my favourite Creator Card die launches we've ever done. Some quirky stamps. Now, I love a good... We're a bit quirky, like, we're all a little bit
quirky.
Let's not be. Let's not pull any punches. We're all a bit quirky here, and we've got some amazing quirky stamps on the show later on today as well, where you can see. I mean, I love this. It's the all guests must be approved by the dog.
That's my house, that is.
It's definitely for a lot out there. Lord, give me coffee to change the things that I can and wine to accept the things that I can't.
True that.
It's so quirky. I absolutely love it. This one's for you. I love you to the moon and back.
Oh, you.
Yeah,
Stop
I mean,
it.
these
Come on.
really are the most gorgeous, quirky. Do you know, every time I see this, I just see Leanne.
Oh, yes, I know what you're going to say. I know.
Sorry, did I just roll my eyes out loud? There's something about that one. I think that was purposely done for our lovely Leanne. But we've got some lovely, quirky sentiments, something that little bit different, something that little bit quirky, something that little bit fun, which I know you're going to absolutely love. And of course, a stamp is a stamp. Did you catch a stamping masterclass? Well, I say masterclass. Can I just say, straight off, I did a little Facebook post last night. The amount of messages that I've received and the comments that have popped over across on our socials has just been amazing. You've loved those Craft Your Stash shows. You actually loved the stamping technique one yesterday, which I'm really thrilled about, especially the reverse stamped image. You love that one. I am going to do that little bit of giveaway later on as well today before I go, so we'll do that later. But you've loved those shows. A stamp's a stamp. There's lots of things you can do with stamps, so those Quirky stamps are absolutely ideal for all those kind of things. And we've got loads more of Monday mega deals and things like that as well. Ben, it's going to be a cracking day. It's going to be a cracking day.
It's going to be a cracking day. You got loads of Monday mega deals coming up later on. We've got, 1, 2, 3, we've got about 5 Monday mega deals. Remember the day when we used to have 1? Well, we did about 5 now because we're going go big or go home. That's basically what we say here. Loads of you already in. We've got Radical Rates on the socials this morning. Joining us already is Lynn Bledsoe in Indiana. Morning. Hello also to George Yan Curley. Good morning, Ben and Debbie from Clearwater, Florida. Hello. Hello to Terry, 3 a.m. in Christmas Valley, Oregon. Hope you all have a special day today. Well, I hope you have a special day. Thanks for getting up so early. Lynn Blackledge, the hashtag #GoLiveGranny, says, good morning, one and all, from a sunny again Isle of Wight. It's always sunny on the Isle of Wight, isn't it? Always sun there. But glad we had rain, more crafting, less watering the garden. Hi to Catherine Bennett from Leek in the Moorlands in Staffordshire. Hello, Cheryl Kay from South East North Carolina. South East North Carolina? It makes me a bit confused, that. South East North. Anyway, Patricia's in from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Isn't that where Skeletor used to live in He-Man and the Masters of the Universe? Stone Mountain, wasn't it? Oh no, that was Snake Mountain. Snake Mountain. Hi to Sarah Brown. He says, hello, my favourite people at Crafters TV and all my crafty friends. Sending love and hugs to you all from Melbourne, Australia. G'day. Valerie Pacini says hello from Arizona. Hello. Hello, Lynn, who says good morning, Ben, Team Social, Rachel, Debbie, and all the team from a lovely and sunny Newcastle, Waye Lake. Christine Mahoney says good morning, everyone. Welcome back, UK Warehouse. I was there, Lynn. I was up your neck of the woods on Friday doing the old Blade and Race. Oh, me lads, you should have seen us scanning. I won't sing it all. Hi to Gilmore, who says, hello, Ben, Debbie, Radical Rachel, CC Team, and Crafty Peeps. And one for you here, Debbie, which is from Lynn, who says, thank you, Debbie, for inspiring me yesterday to get out my unused edgeables. I had lots of nice compliments, she says. Yes,
it was a beautiful project. I did a style of card in the first look with the Venetian Grace, which was a six-sided pinwheel tower card, and Lynn used some of her beautiful edgeables to create the same style card, and it was stunning, and she's received a lot of love on the socials. I saw the comments last night, Lynn, so I'm really glad that you get that inspiration. That's what this place is all about. It's about that inspiration. That's what I love about it, and regardless of it being a collection that she couldn't get her hands on, she took the inspiration from that show and put it into using her stash that she has. She crafted with her stash, so I absolutely love it. So I'm really pleased you got that inspiration from there, Lynn, as well. Much love to you, my darling.
Feel free to send any pics today as well of anything you crafted with your stash over the course of the last week, because I've just seen Betty Gossel, who says, I made 2 cards with foam flowers, thanks to Corin. Send in the pics. We will show them. If not during this show, we'll show them later on during Monday Makers Studio at crafterscompanion.co.uk. Must just tell you, today's pick of the day is probably one of the best ones I have seen in absolutely ages, and we've done some crackers. Here it is. You're getting not 1, but 2 pads of our luxury mirror cards. So you're getting the luxury mirror, which is the everyday coloured. It's 64 sheets in total, but you've got this beautiful one with all the different colours and the stunning foiling on, and then you've also got your everyday metallics as well, which is the beautiful luxury mirror and matte mirror card with the foil designs in the gold, in the silver. It is an absolute steal, because I think those pads on their own are about 30, so you're getting both of those on top of that, $34.99 or $39, and then on top of that you're going to get the paper handler, the 12x12 paper handler, which is worth $6.99 or $9.99 to stick all of that in. That is £76 or $89 worth for £40 or $46.40 if you're platinum. Plus, as it is our pick of the day, you know the drill by now, you get double points, which is marvellous. Why would you not want to stock up on this today? I don't have the paper handler here in the studio, but you know what that looks like. It's just a great way to store all of this on your shelves, but this is what you came here to see. This is what you want to look at. The gorgeous cardstock that you're getting. The silver is magnificent. So what you've got in the everyday metallics is you've got your matte design on your mirror, and then you've got your mirror design on your matte as well, right across a whole host of beautiful different designs. I love that, particularly that sort of jacquard effect, that harlequin-esque effect. You've got swirls in here. Love the beautiful hand-drawn hearts and all of the designs. Look at those butterflies, by the way. So much you're going to be doing with this. Great for your construction pieces as well, because it's 250 GSM. Great as well if you want to take your pens to these, particularly on the silver. You do a bit of colouring with your alcohol markers. The gold, though, I'm a big fan of the gold. I like the silver, but I think the gold designs in here, I think it really works for me. Absolutely, look at that. It's just stunning, isn't it? Really, really expensive this looks to me. And all of the designs that you've got in the silver are repeated again in the gold. And as you can see there, you've got the matte on the mirror there, and then flip that around. You've got the mirror design on the matte there. So you've got the two different ways of the metallics being used. 32 sheets there in the silver and the gold, and then 32 sheets in our everyday coloured collection as well. And this, again, beautiful colours, slightly different designs in here. We've got some foliage in there. You've got your zigzags, chevrons, which is beautiful, the green on the gold. You've got the silver foiling there on the sort of peach. You've then got beautiful, I mean, the snippability there with those borders. You can snip into all of that. We've got the beautiful silver on that gorgeous sort of sea blue with the butterflies. You've got spots and dots in here. Beautiful gold hearts again on the red. Really stunning designs. And then to finish off, that sort of floral design running through there as well in the red and the gold. Looks absolutely beautiful, very expensive, but certainly that deal today is not. It's 64 sheets of, well, two of your favourite pads, I would say. Alongside that, the paper handler as well for £40 or $46.40, double point, but only for 24 hours, or while stocks last, because a lot of our pick of the days have sold out recently. So get that one whilst you can. Monday Makers, of course, 2 p.m. Don't forget, we've shuffled the times around just a little bit today to make use of the later slot for our masterclass when it comes to the Gemini 2. As I said, we are kind of holding the stock on all of the accessories, all of the plates, the turntable, all of that will be live, as far as I know, from 6 o'clock this evening. So do make sure you join us. If it goes live any earlier, I will be the first one to tell you, don't worry, and I'll make a big song and dance about it. Me, make a song and dance? I know. I will, though, so you'll know as soon as it does go live. We are going to be looking at the Deep Border Creator Card dies, though, during Monday Makers, and we've got a sneak peek at these now with Debbie as well. Great saving on these today. You're saving over 15%, £64, $80. And these are genius. When we launched these, you guys absolutely went bonkers for them, because they're sort of taking your frames, taking your creator cards, popping them all together, and really giving you, well, as it says on the screen, that deep border. If you want to use all these together, look at the effect that you can create by using every single element of the dies included. But then that's not to say that if you just wanted a beautiful frame, you can use that. If you just want to use the intricate pattern of the die in the center there for that creator card effect, you can. But for me, the winner is when you're popping these through all together, creating this effect. It is kind of taking our creator cards to the next level, and you guys have loved those so much over the years. If you haven't yet picked these up, get them today with that saving. Loads of different designs here. So you've got your stylish swaddles, which are our Craig would love. It's Craig's favourite. English Heritage. That one again, look at the detailing you've got in the actual border in that frame itself, and then even more of that beautiful foliage and flowers within the centre. The next one you're going to get, I like this one, it's your Contemporary Blossom. It's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit bolder when it comes to the florals that you've got within that creator card effect. And then I love the detail that you've got around the outside. You can get these individually, by the way, if you want. But obviously, the main value is to pick up the full bundle, $16.99 each or $19.95. That Baroque frame is stunning. Again, everybody I'm being told so far this morning is going for the bundle. The Moroccan tile I absolutely love, because it has got that sort of Moroccan-esque effect, but I look at this and think you might be using this on Halloween. Yes, Johnny, great minds think alike, because Halloween is coming, Halloween is coming. I won't do it all, but yeah. I mean, imagine using that to create a really spooky background for a Halloween card. And then last but by no means least is the garden lattice. Again, I think that one, not only has it got that deep border effect, but I think that potentially doubles up as a nice die to use as a, if you like your ribbon threading or your paper threading, that would work absolutely wonderfully for that too. £64, $80 for the lot right there. As I said, you can pick those up individually should you wish to do it, but the main value for money is in the full collection. Few more hellos, and then we'll get cracking Stephanie. Debbie is waiting patiently over my shoulder. I always say we're in Studio 2 today because there's some other filming going on next door. I always feel a bit paranoid in this studio because normally I can see Debbie's there, so I can see her. In Studio 2, she's there. She's over my shoulder, as Mike and the mechanics once said.
I've got my eye on you, Ben. I've got my eye on you. I have, because it's lovely. It'd be so close as well. Yeah. Almost within touching distance. It's lovely.
There'll be no touching in here today because it's boiling. It's warm, isn't it?
Boiling hot. It is.
Debbie's got a flowy dress on. I've got me short sleeves and shorts on. It is absolutely scorchio in here.
I've got a fan blowing away at the bottom end. It's coming down this way, because we need a little bit of air coming in today.
I ain't got a fan.
Well, you're not having it, it's mine.
Oh.
John did me a favour. My gorgeous John did me a favour, and just to keep me nice and cool, that's why.
I might have to go old school on you today and come over and stand by you whilst you craft so I can get a bit of that cool air. Stephanie in, a couple of hellos. Good morning from Farmingdale, New Jersey to Ben, Debbie, Rachel, team. We've got Johnny and George in the gallery today. Hello. And Dean's in as well. Don't forget Dean.
Don't forget Dean.
Newbie Dean is coming in to produce the middle show today, Monday Makers, so looking forward to that. Up and running to help with the grandkids, says Stephanie. We'll watch when I can. Thank you. And hello to Sheila Kay, says, good morning, Crafters Companion team, Cloudy, New Hampshire. I love your dress, Debbie. And that was a really cool reverse stamp technique yesterday. They are still talking about it. It was a great effect. It was absolutely brilliant. We loved it so much. Keep the comments coming. Let us know what you're up to this Monday. Let us know what you've been crafting over the weekend, and feel free to send those pictures. But let's have a look at these deep border creator card dies with Debbie. These are marvellous, aren't they?
They're beyond marvellous. Can I just tell you that these are a set of creator card dies that 6 die sets are going to create you hundreds, and I genuinely mean that, hundreds of different styles of way that you can use them. So from a crafting point of view, when I put my crafting head on, not my craft expert, my crafting head on, I'm talking, for me, tons of creativity, lots of different ways that you can use them. And if any set of dies were the ones that you wanted in your crafty stash, these are the ones, because of that flexibility, because of that creativity, because of the versatility that these dies offer you. They're absolutely off the chart amazing, and I genuinely mean it, my favourite creator card die launch we've ever done.
Wow.
And because I love creator card. Creator card started with one set of dies that just did the one thing but created a card instantly. As they've evolved over the years, they've got more intricate, more different ways that you can use them. And now we're at this level. This kind of level is just absolutely off the chart. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to use Contemporary Blossom. I love this die set. I love all of them, Ben. If you asked me to choose one favourite, I couldn't, because every single one just give you so much in the terms of style. In terms of the versatility, they're all going to offer you the same. Now, the deep dish borders, or shall I call it the contemporary, creator card border dies, come in 3 sets. So you have what we call the outer part. This is a decorative frame that cuts on the outside but keeps a solid piece in. So a nice mat to start with. However, because we've split the dies up, it does mean that you could cut out a complete frame. So if you're doing scrapbooks, this will be the one, because this is going to create beautiful frames, 5x7 in size as well, so you've got a really nice set to start with. But because it's removed from there, we've got another die here. This is what's creating this deep border, because this die you could create a mat, and then you could put that one inside there to cut out that lovely intricacy. But it's got this lovely 1/2 inch border all the way around, so that's why you call it a deep border. However, that one on its own, because it doesn't have that outside cutting frame, because you've got it separate, means that that cuts into your cardstock on its own, which is what I'm going to start with, but I'm going to use all 3 to show you just how fabulous and versatile these actually are. So, I've got myself a piece of multi-purpose cardstock. It measures 10 inches by 7. Let me just make sure I said that right. Yep, 10 inches by 7, and I've scored it at 5 down the centre to create a 5x7 card base. I'm just going to use the decorative element first on its own to cut out and create a card instantly. So I'm going to position that. Now, if I just fold that over, you can see how I do this. I'm positioning that so it's like in the centre of that cardstock, and I'm going to hold it down with some low tack tape. So when we pop that on now, this will cut out that beautiful frame and cut out and create that lovely, almost like an aperture style to it. Now I'm going to bring in my plates for, I'm so excited for today.
Oh, little sneaky preview.
So excited for today because of course we are going to be using this machine now. This is of course the Gemini 2. It is, how can I say it? It's probably the best thing since sliced bread in terms of a die cutting machine with all the the enhanced features that we now offer. So I'm going to run this through. I've popped all my plates onto, my die onto the plates as I would normally do with the original Geminis. So I'm going to run that through. Do you know what I love about this?
Can't hear anything.
So quiet.
Is it working?
It's a lot faster. I know it almost. Do you know when I was like, wow, is that working? Absolutely it is. It's incredible. We've not lost any of the power or the precision cut or the performance at all with this Gemini. But what we've just done is we've upgraded it in terms of all the features that we have. Now, if I turn that over and I'm just going to release, let me just grab my poke tool and release the die from the cardstock. I love these dies, I'm not going to lie, they're absolutely glorious. I'm just going to turn that over and look at that. Absolutely beautiful precision cut. Look, all of that. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a more intricate die to get myself started with.
No, I know.
How intricate is that? Beautiful, beautiful frame, floral frame. So I'm just going to poke out all my little pieces. Of course, you could be using your die cleaning brush at this stage.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling a little bit in a pokey outy mood.
In a pokey outy mood?
In a pokey outy mood. You know me, I don't normally do it, do I? I've often joked about it. Carol, one of our lovely viewers who...
That Carol from yesterday?
No, that's Carol, my friend, Carol from home. Carol's the lady, we would call her Carol from Garforth. She used to come to the demonstrations when we worked in Garforth. Right. And she used to do all my poking out for me because it's... people find it therapeutic.
Yes,
I've got to be in the mood.
Oh, have you?
I have got to be in the mood, yes. Which is why I think the die cleaning brush is a great addition to our stash because you can get rid of all that in perhaps one fell swoop.
Hey, when you've got a fancy poker tool like you have, why not poke a lot out?
Well, we'll not talk about that then. Now, look how gorgeous. Look how intricate that is.
That is brilliant.
And that's cut out that beautiful, to start with, straight away, it's cut that gorgeous frame out. Now, I am going to use other elements in this die set as well. So, I am going to bring in a piece of cream cardstock. Do you know from that lovely pastels?
The luxury pastels?
Yeah, it's one of those. Now, I'm going to pop that onto there, but I could cut a solid piece out if I wanted to, but I'm actually wanting to create a frame that sits around the outside of this piece. So, I'm going to pop the additional die inside the centre, and that'll now cut me out that beautiful frame. So if you do love scrapbooking, or you want to add a little bit of something to your pictures at home, in terms of, your photo frames and things like that, you want to add a little bit of decoration, this set is just, it's going to be right up your street, it really is. So I'm going to run that through as well, and again, just listen to that.
I can't get used to that. It's incredibly
the love affair has started for me.
Has it?
Honestly, it has. I think it's because it's got all like the multimedia stand where you can pop not only just items in there, but you can put your multimedia, the USBs.
I love the lips as well.
The lid, and it's not just the lids that drop down. No. It's the actual functional, the usefulness of them with having the drawers.
The storage.
To store all your things in there.
What are you putting in there?
I put my tools, at home I've got my tools in there. Lily was telling us yesterday that she has a few little sweeties in there. Snacks. We joke that Craig probably has that as well.
Yeah.
He'll have definitely got his snacks in there without a shadow of a doubt. But yeah, what do you store in yours? And are you getting one? Are you going to treat yourself to one? Are you going to get the upgraded Gemini?
Today's the day.
Oh, it could be today's the day for you, absolutely. Look at that gorgeous frame though. It's absolutely beautiful. And that is going to sit into the outside of my card like so. Now, of course, it also means that I've then got a nice little square, perfect for something else. Perfect for perhaps running through the die again and creating out another little piece, which I'll do in a second. But can you see all these? Do you know if you love your shaker cards?
I'll keep them.
Don't throw them. Pop them in a little bag or a little, do you know those little pots that you can get? Pop them in there so that you've got your extra little bits that you can use for a shaker card, because I'm going to do a shaker card later on as well. Now, talking about that deep, I've got a bit of green now. So what I'm going to do this time, and I had actually used the frame to create that, what you can do with a deep dish. So I'm going to pop that into there. I keep calling it a deep dish. It's a deep border, Debbie. Deep border. Let's not get confused.
We know what you mean.
I know. But I'm going to just drop that in there now and show you what you could do. So of course I could have done it with that piece, but I want a bit of a contrasting colour. So I'm going to go in with green. Let's pop that down as well. So we're going to come in again, pop our plates together, run that through. You're still going to do the flip and rotation with your plates. However, another enhanced feature with the Gemini 2 are the plates for the 2 clear cutting plates and, well, not clear anymore, white.
Yeah.
Your plastic shim have been made with different materials. So they're super, super strong and you get much more longevity, even more longevity, which I just think, again, another lovely, fabulous enhancement. I'm almost envious that Sarah's got the show later
on.
Well,
she pulls rank, doesn't she? You know, she is the boss after all.
I think she heard me say, as you see, I shouldn't have said it yesterday. I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have got cocky and said, yeah, we'll be giving you a sneak peek in the morning. Because, yes, that's not happening just yet.
I think as well the fact she didn't launch it because Leanne launched it on Crafters TV, didn't she? So maybe that's the reason why.
It could well be. It could well be. So look what we've created straight away with the 3 dies. We've created a frame. We've got this deep border. Thank you. And then also created a card as well. So we've popped it through. So we're really going for this one. And literally what I'm just going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit of ink onto the florals. Now this is when you could come in with, do you know, the colouring mediums that we've got on the deals today? You could be doing those as well if you wanted to. You could use your pigment inks as well. So you could add a little bit of pigment inks. The ones I'm using at the moment are water reactive, but you can absolutely use those as well.
Have they turned up yet, by the way?
I think what?
The finger daubers.
Do you know, we'll have to ask producer Johnny because I'm not sure about the finger daubers at the moment.
They're still not. I thought they might have turned up the week I was off, but no, we still ain't got them.
They're on their way.
They're out somewhere.
Yes, they are definitely on the way. We've had it on good authority that they're on their way. So, yes, absolutely. And to be fair, the finger daubers are absolutely fabulous for this technique. You can go in with, do you know, you could paint. So if you've got your aqua pens, you could paint with them as well. Or you could use your pigment inks. You could pop a little bit down onto your glass mat, pick it up with a brush and paint those as well if you wanted to do that. I'm going to come in with I do love fuchsia. I absolutely love the fuchsia. So let's just pop that onto there and let me come in with a little bit of... Yeah. Look, I don't know what's happened to this one.
Oh, dear. It's sort of...
It's like overgrown.
It looks like he needs a haircut, doesn't he? Or like he's got a headband on. That's what it looks like.
I don't know what's happened to it.
John McEnroe finger dauber.
You cannot be serious. The ink is on the line.
I don't know what happened to it. I looked at it this morning and I thought, what on earth's gone off with this finger dauber? It looks like we've stuck it in something and it's expanded. Is what it looks like. Oh dear.
That is brilliant.
Honestly,
John McEnroe finger dauber.
You what, love?
John McEnroe finger dauber.
John McEnroe the finger dauber.
Oh my goodness
now,
me.
You'll just continue to do your colours. Like you can take your greens and use those for your floral, you know, your foliage, shall I say? I've even said that wrong now, haven't I?
No, foliage is right.
Have I said it right?
You said it right.
Oh my God. Wonders.
You've done it.
I did it without even realising I did it. But you continue to do all of that so that you end up with a lovely, beautiful background piece. Now, all I've done in here is matched up as similar as I could to the colours, but I used the textured from that luxury cardstock, the pastels that we had on yesterday.
Yeah.
That's the textured side, and then I popped a little bit of green just to create a little bit of a background. So what I'm just going to do now, I'm just going to clean this actually, because I don't trust myself. And I'll end up with a mucky insert. So I'm going to come in with a little bit of tissue as well, and we'll get rid of all of that excess ink.
Okay.
Let's just take that off. There we go. And then we'll start to put this together. So I'm going to come in and place that piece over the outside.
Yes.
So let's grab my glue. There we go. Aren't they beautiful, these?
Oh, they're magnificent,
They really
aren't
are,
they?
honestly. And this is just one way of doing. We've got so many different ways that you can use these. If you love box making, they're going to make some fabulous boxes as well. I think we've already had a craft. Have we already had a craft along with this one as well? I believe we have, you know.
We have, yeah. I think we have. You're asking this guy, I can't even remember. I mean, I can remember what we did yesterday, but previous to that, I can always remember what you and I have done, Debbie. Very memorable days. But ask me what I did last week, couldn't tell you. But I'm sure we've done
I'm pretty sure we have as well. Now I'm going to give it a little bit of just a tiny bit of what I call a shadow drop. So I'm just going to put some glue just onto the back of here, and again, we just pop all of that.
Tape pens at the bottom of the screen if you want them. I think, are they on a buy three get one, I think, aren't they today again? So $11.97 or $20.97 if you, sorry, that's before your club discount, I should say. So that is the price, $11.97, $20.97, and then take off your club inspired discount as well. Must just say thank you to our Rachel who's messaged. Let us know if you've got your Gemini 2, how much fun you're having with it, and also what you're putting in your storage trays. Rachel says, I've got mine tested on paper craft, soft craft, and it does both with ease. And when it's less hot, says Rachel, I'm going to put M&Ms in the storage bits, but they may melt at the moment. That's a great shout. Not at the moment.
Definitely.
Not at the moment.
Yeah, if you put them in, I've had to make sure in my car that I haven't got anything in there that's perishable before I leave today, because the temperature, even from like 8 o'clock this morning, was ridiculously high.
It was 19 degrees this morning.
Yeah, I reckon it's a heck of a lot more now. Yeah. I really do. Now, I've just done that. You can see it a little bit more on there. Just created that shadow drop by adding that piece on. Plus, it also gives it a nice little bit of a linked interest on the inside, because sometimes I think we forget about the inside of our cards, which I just think looks lovely. And then I'm just going to add a couple of little elements on there to finish that off. And literally, were you going to use a little sending love banner from our banners? Do you remember from our...
from the...
what's the one of you? I've been using it such a lot, which is why I've decided to use this one, because...
what's it called?
Say it with style. Say it with style, yeah,
Jinx.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to put my banner on there, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a curvature.
Just to say as well, the craft along for this,
Yep.
I've just remembered.
You have?
Yeah, 14th of May this year it was, 14th of May.
You didn't have no insider help there, did
what?
you? You didn't have any insider help
there. What?
Who did it?
Thanks, Rachel.
Who did it?
Who did the craft along?
Yeah, who did the craft along?
It's just coming to me. I think I did it.
Did you do it?
Well, I didn't do it.
Did you do the craft along?
I didn't lead it. I think I was there. It was Corinne.
Was it Corinne?
Corinne,
She'll have created something beautiful. I know she will have done. She will have done. She'll have created something really beautiful. And then I'm just going to add a couple of little, of course, got to have a little Gemma too. I'm going with a little, I say a little jewel drop. It's my big jewel drops. Thinking, I think I might add a couple just into the, wait a minute, there's a little one on there. You come off, little devil.
Oh.
I'm just going to add a couple onto there to enhance the... just enhance it just slightly. And I'm not going to go mad. Normally, I end up going all over, but I'm not. I've just wanted to pop a couple just onto there. And again, just to show you how fabulous these are in terms of the dies, the outside die, the creating of the card, the colouring. That colouring bit is down to you. And of course, then, you could create that little deep border die cut and pop that on the inside as well. Actually, do you know what would finish that off really nicely?
Yeah.
Is the other one that I cut. Look how lovely that'll look. Yeah, I'm going to add that in there as well. So, a really beautiful set of dies, so very versatile. That's the lovely thing about these dies. They're so versatile. There's so much you can do with them in terms of your creativity. In fact, the only thing that's limiting is your own creativity. We've got tons of inspiration all over our YouTube, the Craft Along, all the other experts that have been here and brought these to you. And of course, all you fabulous people, all our fabulous crafting community who share their makes all over our social pages as well. Keep doing that, because I tell you, it really does inspire a lot of people, and that's what the heart of this beautiful community that we've created is all about.
Just to say, update, the Gemini 2 should now be showing in stock in the US. We have managed to get a small quantity, sold out in the UK. It absolutely flew. We knew that it would when it launched. We have a small quantity in the US, and I mean a small quantity that is now should be showing live. So if you want to pick up the Gemini 2 today, then now is the time to go. We have double figures. That's all we've got currently. The accessories, because I can see a few questions coming in. Kathy is asking the additional plates. They're going to be available very soon. I've just again had an update to say the lorry has arrived at the warehouse, and as I speak, they're getting unloaded, so we're going to put our new system to the test and see how quickly we can get those on the system, in stock, booked in, and then you guys can get buying them. So that they have literally just arrived, I've just been told. So all of the accessories, all of the plates will be available very, very soon. But if you want a Gemini 2, if you want the actual machine itself, we've got a small quantity available for our US viewers. Should be showing live on the website now. Go, go, go. We have got double figures, and that is it. So please hurry. Just to say, if you want to go for the deep border creator card dies, these are available individually. Johnny was telling me that this one here, individually, the stylish swirls, that one is very, very popular individually. We reckon that Craig's buying that one because he loves a swirly swirl, doesn't he? Eh? Swirls. So that one's popular individually. And also the, was it the Baroque frame? Oh, Moroccan tile. That is this one here. That's the Moroccan tile. That one is also Craig's buying that one because he wants to do that for his Halloween projects. Because you know why, don't you? Because Halloween is coming. Halloween is coming. Witches, bats, and big black cats. So that one's available, but very popular individually. I apologise for singing that because a few of you might not know what's going on. I'd have to find the exact show when Craig, it was last year, was telling us about trick-or-treating, or guising as they call it in Scotland, and he started singing that song. It's stuck in my mind ever since. Anyway, those two are available, all of them available individually, but you'll get those two in the bundle alongside the Baroque frame as well. This one's also included. This one. There you go. You're also going to get alongside that the garden lattice. You're going to receive, this is the one that Debbie was just working on, the Contemporary Blossom. Beautiful, if you want to recreate Debbie's card, Debbie's demo. And then you've also got your English Heritage in there as well. It is 18 dies in total, £80, $100. Platinum price is £64 or $80. Make sure you jump in and grab those because they are proving very, very popular today. Oh wow, so Sarah Brown, you guys are having lovely weather. I'm now in winter. I bet it's not that cold though, is it? You say winter in Australia. What temperatures have you got? I bet it's probably as warm as we've got here. Sybil Jane says, I love my G2. I use the drawers for my little dies that have fallen out of a packet. That's a great idea, so I don't lose them. Also, the sentiment dies I use the most. In stock now in the US. Go, go, go. Small stock on the Gemini 2s. Get them whilst you can. And also, we'll ask this question in a minute, actually. Kat Butt, thank you so much. We'll ask that question in just a mo. Let us just go through, though, a few of the ink pads that we've got on the show for you. Now, we've got smaller bundles and one big bundle. So this is a 10-piece collection. Everyone going for the 10-piece set. £40 or $60. It's a 30% saving today. Platinum price, of course, you're going to get your extra 20% off. So that's £32 or $48. These are perfect if you'd like to do your blending techniques. They've got that longer open time for you. And of course, if you'd like to do things like your heat embossing techniques as well, these are the ones that you want to go for. But a lovely selection of colours for you. So as far as your blues are concerned, you've got Parakeet, you have got Oasis. The Gemini 2, by the way, in the US is going. We have got loads of you shopping for that right now. It is a case of first come, first served. In the yellows, you got your honey pot, and you've also got lemon tonic, all kind of like 3 shades of your yellows here, because we then go into like the palest of the yellows with the straw bale. Then you're going to get the plum jam, all of these beautiful pinks, the fuchsia. I might come back to that later. Oh, yo. And then your lightest of the pinks, you've got your pink tulip in there. You're going to get the crushed velvet and also your grasshopper. So 10 fantastic colours in the bigger bundle, £32 or $48. Then we've got 4 smaller bundles as well for you. If you want to have a little look-see at those. Are we having a look at those? I think we are. Yep. Next up is the warm reds. So with these, you buy 4, you get 1 free. You've got your Bordeaux, you know. One of my absolute faves, because this is just like super juicy, super bright. The Chinese red is absolutely gorgeous, juice-tastic, that one. You've got the orange as well. Again, that is, oh, that one's not open, but it's super, super juicy. You're going to get the honey pot in there, and then you've also got your lemon tonics as well. 19.17 or 28.77 is the price on that one. Next, you've got your pretty pinks. Again, buy 4, get 1. Great price on these. It's equivalent to a 20% saving. So, plum jam. I won't do it again, don't worry. Not twice in the space of 2 minutes. Fuchsia. It's taken me all of my... to keep myself from not doing that. Don't say it, Ben. Don't say it. You've got your pink tulip in there. And you're also going to get crushed velvet. And then the pale pig... Hang on, let me just... Oh, yeah, I did go back to the fuchsia. I can't help myself. I can't help myself, Debbie. Blame Craig. He started it. 19.17 or 28.77. Next up, the calming cools. We could do with some of that today, couldn't we, in here? It definitely says calming cools, Johnny, and not camel cools. Don't get the hump. It says calming cools. So the colours you're going to get in here is your midnight. You've got ocean blue, the baby blue, and then you've got 2 of your greens in here as well. So the grasshopper, and that beautiful spring meadow. So a lovely array of colours which are going to blend beautifully together. So that is your calming cools, 19.17 or 28.77. And then the last selection to show you is your chic neutrals. Oh, it is actually that. I thought you made that up, Johnny, for a second, the way you were laughing. Chic neutrals. Freak out. Your chic neutrals. Least amount of stock on these, I've just been told. So you've got your Friar Brown. Oh, Sandstorm. Some good colours in here. You always need your neutrals amongst all of these bright colours as well to sort of offset them. Smoked Puddle. The pure white, which is always super duper handy to have, obviously as a great neutral colour, but great for more of those embossing techniques as well. And then one that I hardly ever see, this one, is your jet black. So I think as much as the other bundles are fantastic for the colours, the neutrals, the chic neutrals, don't forget, are absolutely brilliant. All of those are the 20% savings, so it equates to a buy 4, get 1 free. Platinum price is £19.17 or $28.77. When we come back, more of your comments coming through. Catbutt will answer your question as well, but here's the thing. You're waiting on those accessories going live. I'm sure it will not be too much of a long wait on that. But if you are in the US, we have a small stock of the Gemini 2s available. If you've been waiting, wait no longer. Get one in your basket. Get it checked out. Got that masterclass coming on later on tonight with Sarah from 6 o'clock, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. So you'll get yours today. Tune in for that and you'll have everything that you need to know. In the meantime, if you've got anything in your basket, head to the checkout and we'll see you back here in about 3 or 4 minutes' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action. Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze. If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all our time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for the lovely comments coming through. Betty Weaver says, I love my G2. G2, so quiet and cuts like a dream. Oops, says Angela Reed. Those deep bordered eyes fell into me basket. The lattice one. The lattice one, I didn't say paper piecing, did I? I said for threading, but the lattice one also great for paper piecing, says Michelle. Sandra says, Ben, nip to Aldi in the break and stock up on ice lollies. Hey, I was the guy last time it was hot. I don't know if you were in, Debbie, but I went and bought ice cream and cornettas and whatnot for team.
I missed that one.
I did it last time. I might do, Sandra. You know me though. I'm going funny talking about it now. I can't eat ice lollies. The wooden sticks make me go all funny.
Really?
Oh my gosh. I can't. It's making me go funny now thinking about it. In the summer, it's that when the kids have one of those.
No wooden stick lollies.
No. And also, you know when you go to the chippy.
Yeah.
Wooden tip fork.
Oh no. Fingers only. Get your fingers delved in with your chips. No. None of that plastic wooden nonsense. No. I get you there. But I've never come across anybody before, but with a wooden stick on a lolly.
I can't bear it.
That's so funny.
If they, like when the kids were younger and they used to get them and they couldn't take the wrapper off, I used to say, you have to go and see mummy. I can't do that for you kids. I'm sorry. But anyway, Kat, just read your question which you sent to me before the break. We don't really understand what you mean, so if you can just, you said as someone with only black and gold ink pads, can Debbie advise on which set to buy for ease? We don't know what you mean by that, so if you can just clarify exactly what you want Debbie to answer, and then we will answer that for you, no problem at all. But if you can just expand a little bit on that, and we'll answer that question for you, no problemo. Busy on the Gemini 2, which is live in the US. We have dwindling double figures of stock of that available for you. All of the accessories, like I've said, have arrived now at our warehouse, our Global Fulfillment Centre. The lorry is there. As soon as we get the nod, as soon as they have been checked in, we will let you know. The plates will be available of the different sizes and the accessories as well. As soon as I hear, you will be the first to know. In the meantime, let's have a look at the Quirky sentiment stamps. It's a 7-piece collection, this. One of the individuals was sold out, the Somebody Loves You, but you do still get the 7 other stamps within this particular set for a great price, £19.20 or $28 if you're platinum. Just a really fun set. And actually, I think what you've got here, rather than quirky, you've got 2 really sort of sentimental, quite lovely stamps, and then you've got 5 quirky ones, because this one's quite cutesy, quite lovey, isn't it, rather than quirky? I love you to the moon and back.
I think I get the quirky, why they're called the quirkies, because it's like a play on those words with the lovely moon there. And the stars as well. So I just think that's a lovely one, and I get the quirky nature of it, but I totally get what you mean. That is a really heartfelt one to send to someone.
Have you read that book to the little ones?
To the
grandkids. It's called How Much Do I Love You, I think it's called. Someone will remind me in the comments.
I tell my gorgeous grandkiddies every single time I get my hands on them just how much I love them.
Well, someone will remind me
single time.
of the name of that book, and it's one you've got to read. It's about a mummy rabbit and a baby rabbit, and they're talking about how much they love each other, and that's... I don't want to spoil it for you. I'll spoil it now. This is the final line in the book. I love you to the moon and back.
I need the name of that one, because I need to get that for grandkids, because they love the stories as well, so that would be a lovely one.
Guess How Much I Love You, it's called.
Oh.
There you go. It's really super cute. I love you to the moon and back. This is the other one as well. This one here, which I think is super cute. Really positive, like a real affirming kind of positive quote. We need lots of positivity in our lives. So smile, life is beautiful. Just perfect, for those just because cards. You want to put a smile on somebody's face. Yeah. That's the way to go.
That really will, because that's my motto in life. It really is. I know that we'd all know that there's times in our life when it's very difficult to put that smile on your face. But life is beautiful. It's only our one shot at this. It's not a dress rehearsal or anything like that. So yes, I've got a little smile. I know I went a bit morbid then.
I thought you were going on full Eminem then for a second. You only get one shot. This is your chance. Don't blow it. I thought you were going to start rapping then. Debby Eminem.
Debby Eminem. No, honestly, it is. But to smile, life is beautiful. It really is.
And then you get your quirkians. These are great. This one is brilliant. Family are like fudge. This is like our family here at Crafters TV. Family are like fudge, mostly sweet with a few nuts. Who are the nuts here? You could point at anyone on any given day. Everyone goes a bit nuts here, don't they? Hey, we're all nutty in our own little ways. That's super cute. This one is brilliant. Life is better with a cat. Do you know what I love most about that? The sentiment is great, but how clever is the design of the stamp? So clever.
Yeah, the stamp just designed around the cat. I just think it's absolutely super clever. That's the one I'm going to be demoing with in a moment, because it is. It's just lovely. It really is. It's that quirkiness about it. You've got that lovely sentiment, but you've got the quirkiness there with that lovely image surrounding that lovely sentiment inside.
I miss my little cat, bless her, little nut. Might have to get a new one. Got like a farm going on currently at our house, so many pets. This one's brilliant. All guests must be approved by the dog. I think that is going to be relevant for a lot of households currently watching this. If you want to see a really cute little story as well, check out my Instagram. My 2 collies last night went into the garden. I thought, I haven't seen them for ages. They both picked up the same toy and were having a tug of war, which I managed to capture on camera. It went on for about 5 minutes until Mac, who's the older one, he's in 11, he was just like, oh, go on, pup, you have it. We'll be here forever. So he dropped it. It's the cutest thing ever. Then you've got this one here, which is, definitely. We all think of Leanne, don't we, when we see this one?
We do, absolutely.
Sorry, did I just roll my eyes out loud?
You can always tell it's a Leanne one, because that's exactly Leanne.
Yeah, it's exactly it.
Into one.
And last but by no means least, this is another great one. Lord, give me coffee to change the things that I can change, and wine to accept the things I can't. I think, again, a lot of us definitely live by that sentiment. Coffee, but then sometimes you You just need the wine. So all of those you're going to get in that set. It should be $27.93, $41.65. It's a 10% saving, less your Club Inspired discount. You're at £19.20, I should say, $28. And just as a gentle reminder, if you have just joined us today or recently, you've not yet shopped with us, do look out for that logo on the website, that logo just there, and sign up to Club Inspire for free. It's free to sign up, always has been free. You'll pay nothing, but you'll get 20% off your first order. And then once you've done that, of course, the more you spend with us, for every pound or dollar you spend, you get a point. The more points you get, the more you save. Thank you for the comments. We're going to look at these now. Love the Quirky sentiment stamps, says Lois. They would make great magnets. Absolutely. Or little coasters as well. I think they look brilliant. Sweet Imp says, Debbie looks beautiful. Loving the dresses. Doesn't she? Doesn't she? Always. The thing is, though, I don't know if you're seeing this on your screens or whether it's just ours, but Debbie's dress is sort of more red, but it's coming across on the screen as very orangey,
yeah,
isn't it?
it's strawberry, and they've got like a, do you know, like a parakeety kind of colour, and strawberry coloured, but it looks orange on screen. So
Yeah.
I keep saying, does it look orange on the screen right now to you guys? Does it look orange? Because it's definitely strawberry coloured.
Whatever the
But
colour,
thank
you're looking great, Debbie.
You're so sweet. It's the summer, of course. It's all my summer dresses. And I'll tell you something. I don't know if you've noticed anything, but it's the same style dress, but lots of different prints. Because I absolutely fell in love with this style of dress. It's got pockets, girls. You know what I mean. And it's one of those one size fits all kind of, whether you're little or large. So it's one of those one size. It's called a magic dress.
A what?
I love my magic dresses,
Oh,
but just
magic.
lots of different prints in it because I love dresses, as you know. I'm always in a dress. Love it. Right, are we ready to play with
Let's
these
have a look.
gorgeous Quirky stamps? Because I love them. And if you don't mind as well, because we do have a fabulous deal on some pigment inks, as you've seen. I'm going to use the opaque pigment inks in this, and I've got orange and I've got fire brown in these two, which I do believe these two colours are in the Monday Mega Deal, or one of those Monday deals that we've got on there. Now, I do love our opaque pigments because they're not only perfect for blending and embossing, as it tells you on the tin, so to speak, but they are absolutely sumptuous, juicy ink pads. They're slow drying, so this isn't a fast dry, this is not quick, it's a slow drying, which means you can add things like your clear overlay, embossing powder over the top, and then you can do the heat embossing technique as well, which is what I'm going to do with these, because this is a stamp at the end of the day. Lots of things you can do with a stamp. Not only is it that quirky nature, but there's lots of styles of cards that you can do as well, and you get a little bit of inspiration on the front of your packaging. And I am going to use the cat's whiskers. Absolutely love this. I'm going to bring in my hero tool in terms of stamping because I want to make sure I get this right every single time. So I'm just going to place that down. Now, because I'm doing some heat embossing with our heat tool, this and the clear embossing powder, I'm going to bring in one of the anti-static bags, and that's just so that I don't get any of the powder dispersing anywhere else onto the cardstock. So give it a nice little coverage, and then that'll stop any little sticky fingerprints from going on there as well. Just going to drop that down into the centre of my cardstock.
Yep.
And then I'll pick that up with my stamping platform. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a dual ink with this. So I'm going to have the orange on the top and the fire brown on the bottom. I probably am going to use my little pigment little finger dabbers as well. Super, super juicy. You've got this lovely natural sponge in there as well, so it holds a lot of ink. You can see just how much ink is on there. They're just lovely. And because they're wetter for longer, they're slow drying, it does mean that you can do all those lovely heat embossing techniques as well as, of course, blending. And as well, it's from the Harmony ink pad range, so they're going to work beautifully with all the rest of the ink pads in the Harmony, from the water reactive to the quick dry to the opaque pigment ink pads as well. Now then, where's my little brown one come? Yeah, oh no, there it is. There it is. Let's grab that one. And then I'm just going to go on to the bottom end. Now you can take, because you've got the ergonomical shaped one, you could take it and just dab it directly into your stamp as well.
Yeah.
But because it's got the wording in, I want to make sure I'm covering all of it, which is why I'm using the finger dabbers. Dabbers?
Finger daubers.
Finger daubers.
Well, it could be dabbers, couldn't they?
They could be a finger dabber,
Dabbers,
yeah.
daubers.
And I'm just lightly tapping. Now, it stays wet. It doesn't dry when it's on the stamp.
Yeah.
It stays wet. So I've got confidence knowing that I can do this and it's not dried out, the orange, at all. But I'm just going to make sure I've got that nice blend.
Oh, and by the way, just without preempting it too much, if you need to clean your stamps,
Oh, I'll show you in a second.
Yeah, Monday,
Yep.
Monday makers.
Yep, we'll clean this one in a second so I can show you that as well, because that was something that a lot of people were quite glad to see yesterday during that stamping at Craft Your Stash. Now, it's all linked up. You can see the ink now on the other opposite side. So I'm going to go down now. If you are using a stamping platform, the magnetic one, remember what I talked about yesterday about the wiggle movement? We don't want that. We're just going to go directly where the stamp is and push down directly over the top, and then you can move with your fingers around there to make sure you've got that lovely impression. Of course, with it being the stamping platform, if you've missed any area, you can go back in. As long as you're pushing down directly over the top where the stamp is, you won't get the ghosting, and you're absolutely good to go in terms of no mess with that stamp. I'm just going to chuck a little bit of the embossing powder, and thankfully, because the fan is down at the bottom end of me and not the top end of me, it's going to be fine. I'm not going to drop any anywhere. Normally at this stage now, I'll be panicking thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to get embossing powder absolutely everywhere. But that's because we've positioned it in a really good place. Right, so I'm just going to tap off the rest of the embossing powder. Now we're going to heat set it, and I'll come back to that cleaning in a second. Debbie talked about cleaning yesterday. Look at this. I'm such a dirty devil sometimes, I really am. Right, heat set.
Yeah.
Take your heat tool. We've got these heat tools available, 2-speed setting on there as well. You can check out on the website. Not sure it's on the show today, but it's definitely going to be on the website. I'm just letting it heat up slightly because, as with always, you don't want to go on straight away because it needs a couple of seconds to heat to get to that optimum heat, and then you can set it literally by placing it over the top. Now I'm going to have to be really careful here because I've got the cable's not quite stretching, so I'm just going to take it. There we go, perfect. And then you can see the heat setting technique happen before your very eyes.
Magic.
Never tire of it. Never, ever, ever, ever tire of this. And you get that lovely enamelled feature. Now, the first time you do this, the first setting stage, it's got like what I call the tangerine effect. You know the Satsuma?
Oh, it's sort of
The indentation.
Yeah.
And which is nice. It looks lovely. But if you want to add some more, all you're going to do while it's in this hot stage, while it's still hot and sticky, you're just going to go back in. Turn that off for a second. You're going to go back in and double. I'm going to say double dunk then, but. Double dip. Is that right? That's not even right, is it? What's it called?
no double dipping. We don't double dip, do we?
What's it called?
Double.
Double emboss.
Double emboss.
Debbie.
Yeah.
Goodness me. Double emboss, that's the word.
Double
so you
dipping,
can go back in
nut.
because it's still, so it attaches to there. So you can see that it's attached where it still was hot.
Yeah.
And you can go in twice or 3 times. So you can do what we call a double embossing or a triple embossing. And the more you do that, the more smoother it becomes with each application.
3
so
is the max though, isn't it? Is that what we say?
I say
triple
3.
emboss.
Yeah, you don't want to go too daft. Literally, but it gives a more glass-like glossy effect.
Do you know how I remember it's always triple?
How do you remember?
Triple cooked chips are the best chips, so triple emboss is the best emboss.
Oh my God, yes, triple cooked chips. Oh, now we're talking,
They're
Ben. Now we're
tasty, aren't
talking.
they?
They are
Oh, dear.
divine.
Oh,
Not
dear.
only divine. I'm just going to bring my cable just a bit closer, Ben. That's it. That's better. There we go. I'm not stretching it. But yeah, for you to, because obviously you're not going to go back in with the ink. But if you want to do that triple, and we'll do a triple while you've said that, we'll come and do a triple.
All right.
You need to make sure before you apply that it's still hot. So the sooner you do that, the better. And then you go over straight away. And then don't do what Debbie just did.
You drop the pot.
I blew it directly over, and now I've seen the embossing powder all over my desk. Don't do the Debbie. Don't do a Debbie. Make sure, because I've just blown that absolutely everywhere over my crafty desk.
That's right, chuck it on the floor. We're not in here later, are we? So it's fine.
Right, let me come back in. And again, it's stuck to where it needs to stick. Any excess, you can just tap off. And then again, you want to heat set that as well. And then it gives you that third application, and it's almost like glass. It's beautiful. It looks absolutely gorgeous when you do that triple embossing. So I'm going to remember that triple cooked chips, triple embossing. I'm going to remember that, Ben.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I quite like that.
Yeah.
But how lovely does that sentiment look? And again, you get that glossy-like look, and it really is absolutely beautiful.
There you go.
That's what I love about our pigment inks. They are divine, absolutely divine. Now, all I've done with this, Ben, is I used, oh, Debbie.
A right old mess today.
I have, I tell you. Me talking about, because I ain't got a fan, and then what do I go and do? Blow gun everywhere. What am I like, honestly? Right, I have used our nesting dies to create a mat and a layer. And again, with our lovely embossed detail now, I think sometimes this just finishes it off. It gives it that lovely finished look. Of course, you could do some really nice, I'm going to do a technique later where I'm going to create my own background paper using one of the stamps as well as making it a focal part as well. Now, can I just come to this just for a second? Because I'll come to doing the card in a minute and finish that card off. But we've got a bit of a dirty stamp.
Oh, how are we going to clean that?
Well, as if by magic. Oh, she says as if by magic. I've left it over here. Just give me a second. Let me go and grab mine. Now, because we've got, on the Monday Makers today, we have got our stamp cleaning station with our stamp cleaning solution.
The dynamic duo.
Oh, honestly. And look at the saving today.
20% off today.
That is a cracking deal, really good deal. Saving 20% today on something that we should get into the habit of doing, which is cleaning our stamps. So it's very self-explanatory. You can see the clean and the dry. When you open it up, you will have a side that has got a lot of ink on, and I say a lot of ink. This is this side that is actually removable because you can clean this at some stage. It's got that lovely non-slip backing like a foam. Yeah. It has got this little, so don't think we've cut it off or something's happened by mistake. It's not. It's deliberately there so that you can get in and lift it quite easily. You won't find it with this side because you don't need it. That's just your drying station. That's your cleaning station. You've got your stamp cleaning solution, which is it's an all-purpose solution that has been created to work with, and I'm going to say most types of your inks. Dye-based, pigments, your hybrid, so that ticks all of our ink pads, to be fair. Water reactive, quick dry, our new hybrid ones, our lovely duet ink pads, so it's going to work on all of those. And in terms of cleaning, you really should clean your stamps. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the excess off there, just with the top part, with a little bit of a dry cloth, only because I'm going to end up getting it all over my fingers.
You want to see how good the demo was as well, Debbie, yesterday, with that stamp that you hadn't cleaned for about, was it 10 years?
Outing me there. Yeah, I hadn't cleaned it for a long time.
Worked a treat, it did.
It worked an absolute treat. It looks like a brand new stamp now, let me tell you. Now, there's two ways you can do this. You can actually spray the solution directly onto the surface of your stamp, or you can go directly onto your cleaning side. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to give the stamp a good squirt, and then we're going to just, and you can see it takes off the excess. And I say the excess, it's all, you can see straight away, especially into all those nooks and crannies, which is what I love. Give it a good rub so that you're getting in between. So when I talk in between, the raised element of your stamp, but also get into that inside part. So give it a good old, I tell you. Honestly, that's my fault. Let me just come in here and get rid of that. Yeah, just do it on the cleaning side, not on the dry side, because that is to literally dry. Yeah. And it's just drying your stamp off so that it's now ready and activated to go. Now, you're probably thinking, Debbie, I can still see some staining. Some of our ink pads do leave a stain, but that stamp, there is no ink on that stamp. It's nice and clean, it's nice and dry, it's ready to go back into the carrier sheet.
Good housekeeping. And
ready. It is. It's all about that housekeeping. It's getting the longevity out of your stamps. Don't do a Debbie. Don't leave them absolutely filthy. And then what you can do is, because of the excess ink that's in there, of course, when you're cleaning stamps, it doesn't matter. You can do quite a lot in there. As you can see with mine, that's exactly what I'm doing. But you can run that then under some warm soapy water to get rid of that ink that's probably sitting on the top, and then it's good to go for the next time, and you're just going to pop that back in there. And it's as easy as that, Ben. It's as easy as that. This stamp cleaning solution will last you a long time. You can buy these individually as well, so you can get hold of these individually, but it is that simple. You spray the solution on your stamp or into there, you clean it on this side, you dry it on that side, you close that back up, you pop that back on, and there you go, you're good to go. Nice, clean stamps, and you should do that with all of your stamps. I know that we joke here, especially me, that we don't clean our stamps, we should get into the habit of cleaning them so that you're not going to get any of that cross-contamination when you come into using them again because you've left the ink on there. This is a great buy, a great solution to doing all of your stamps, whether they be the grey unmounted, whether they be from your wooden blocks. You could still do it with your wooden block ones. So if you've got your wooden block ones, you could use that to clean those as well, because I know there's many of you out there that still have got those style of stamps. You can do it with any of your acrylics and any of your photopolymer stamps. It basically is your stamp cleaning solution in terms of looking after your stamps.
It is literally a solution, as well as being the solution for cleaning all of those stamps. You're welcome. £13.42, $17.86. Monday Makers will feature that more later. We're going to finish this demo off. Thank you for all of the lovely comments coming through as well. Loving the stamps, says Colleen. I think I'll make these up and decorate as little note cards and then give them. And Kathy Murak, have I said your surname right? Hope so. Says, I'm a crazy cat lady. I love that stamp. Already started on Thanksgiving and Christmas cards. Yes, we know the Christmas crafting is well underway. It won't be long till our Christmas event, will it? Here at Crafters TV.
Oh, I know.
So
Yeah, it'll be here before we know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Christmas in June.
I know.
Or July.
Or July.
Is it July for us?
I
know in the crafting world it's June, July time, isn't it, when things like that start to come together. But yes, now you're probably thinking, what's this? This is an embossing folder that I have. Do you know the lovely embossed folders that we did, the textured ones?
Oh yeah.
That's the leopard print one.
Oh, fine, yeah.
Yeah. Now I haven't got my black. Oh, I have. I didn't think I'd got the pigment ink one.
Is that the jet black?
Me, the jet black.
Yeah,
yes.
that's in the.
Yeah, and I'm
neutrals.
just wanting to give it a little bit of a darker nature. Is that the right word? Going over the top and just catching. Now, I'm going to be covering up the centre bit, so I'm not going to do all of it. It's a waste of ink, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to use that as a guide because you can blend with these inks, but I just want to give it a little bit of a grungy look. That's the word I'm going with.
Yeah, it is.
Grungy
Very
look.
grungy.
Not like me. Normally I'm quite pretty.
I know.
Pretty
pinky and purpley.
Yeah, but we're going grungy today. So I'm going to come in and just literally take that now across that background and use my inks to create the grunge, shall we say. You can, of course, you know, because it's still wet, I could do the embossing technique over this if I wanted to.
Oh, that would be almost too much, I think.
It could be too, well, I suppose it depends what you want and the
depends what
effect
style
that you
you're
want to
going
go
for,
with, yeah. I don't know what's happening to our finger daubers, but John McEnroe seems to have overtaken the studio with them because this one's expanded as well. I don't know what's happened to them.
Maybe it's the heat.
Do you think it could be the heat?
Could be, I don't know.
It could well be the heat there. I'm not sure what it is that's created that, but...
Let us know if your daubers have McEnroed. I've never seen the McEnroe effect
I have
before.
never seen that effect. I don't know why, if it is the heat or not. I'm not sure what it is. But it, yeah.
It's a great way to describe it, though, isn't it?
A John McEnroe effect. Yeah. Now, I'm going to lift this with a foam pad or two. Let me just grab my foam pads out of my bag and lift that up with a little bit of foam. And then I'm going to add, didn't realise that were a big chunky one. Look at the size of that one. My God, that's a big square one. Just pull that out of my craft bag. Chunky foam pads. Mind you, I love the foam pads that you can cut down as well. So again, you can go and check over onto the website. Do you know, I forgot my little background piece. Let me just pop my little tag in there. I've become quite obsessed with these just of late. Making a little, I call them a little tail ends. But let's pop that onto there. And then... let me just see if I can get that evened up.
Update on those accessories. They are now off the lorry, I'm being told.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they really?
Tuned. Yeah. Exciting times. Got all the plates. Got the magnetic stand for your dies. That 360-degree turntable. Storage bags. All coming. Get ready.
Oh my goodness me. They're on their way. They're on their way. How exciting. It's so exciting. I'm so excited myself. I'm like,
I know.
What time's the show?
Hey?
What time's the show?
Tonight?
Yeah.
6.
6.
1 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, you need to let me know when they go live, Johnny, because I need to get my order in.
Just quickly run down the warehouse now. We're going to help you unload the lorry in between shows.
Can I get down there?
Yeah. If I help you unload the lorry, can I have a set for free? Yeah. Debbie will get frisked again, leaving the
I
warehouse.
promise I didn't take a single. Oh, do you know? Look,
Last
I've done.
night
My mucky fingers. I've just gone over the top with me black ink. Not to worry, but yeah, I didn't take a thing. Even though I did see them, and there was some really beautiful things last night that I haven't seen before that I got quite excited about. But I promise I didn't take a single thing. It's all gone back to the warehouse today, so it's okay. I promise. And Jake, I did ask Jake. I did say to Jake, you can frisk me if you want. I did say, you can search me. I haven't got anything. Now I'm going to put that together because I've put my little piece there. I'm going to bring in the one that I've done, and I left a little bit more orange on this one. I didn't go as grungy, but I went around the outside with that orange ink pad. I've added. Now, do you recognise these, Ben?
Those are from.
Do you know the little sentiments?
The
little mini
sentiments?
Expressions. Yeah, they're the little mini sentiments, the little paw prints, and then the little fish bones, because I thought it quite was apt for the life is better with a cat
definitely.
one. So I've just inked around the edge there with the orange pigment ink. I didn't do any of the heat embossing. I just barely used that, just tickled it around the edges, and the same with my little tag here, and then just added that on. But you can see, and a few little gems, the kind of effect that you can create, especially with that lovely enamelled finish with using those opaque pigment inks. So absolutely adore them a great deal. Gorgeous, gorgeous sentiments, which I just love. This one I've got, it's my friend's birthday in August, and this one's definitely going to go to him because his life is better with a cat. He's got 8.
8 cats?
8 cats. Him and his husband, they've got 8 cats. He's absolutely obsessed with cats. So this card is just made for him for his birthday.
How many lives is that, Johnny? That's 70.
A lot.
Is it? 8 cats? Is it 8 times? 1 times 8? 72? Is that right? I think so. 8 cats. Octopus.
A what? 8 cats.
Octopus. Think about it. Puss is a cat. 8 Too clever for you all. Too clever for you all.
Oh,
that was brilliant, wasn't it? That's brilliant.
Dearie me. Octopus. Puss. I get it now. Oh, God. Can't believe that.
Johnny just said that's a big litter tray.
That is a big litter tray. Hey, do you know what? He's actually converted the back of his conservatory. He's converted it for, do you know the cats? What those toys are? And they run up the little.
Oh yeah.
You've got loads of those back scratching things that can scratch the backs. It's lovely. They've done it out. They purposely built something for their cats, which I just think is lovely. It really is. So yeah, that one's for him.
Just before I show these again, Teresa just wants to know what dye did you use to put the sentiment on? Was it one of your nesting dyes? Did you say?
The nesting dyes, yes, it's one of, do you know the, so there's lots of nesting dyes that we do in our range, and you can head over to the website, you'll find lots of them in terms of your stitched ones, your normal shapes, your decorative ones. These were the second set that we brought out, which were all those lovely, and I say abstract ones, but they were like, they were patterned ones.
Yeah.
I can't remember off the top of my head, because I have them, I can see them now in my Totally Tiffany storage here at the front of me. I have them in on magnetic sheets that the Totally Tiffany storage comes in, and they sit in on the desk because I use them all the time. So they're just a set of our nesting dies. Head over to that website, go and check the nesting dies section out, and you might find some of them on there, or you might find you already have them in your own stash.
That's it.
Yeah.
Adorable card. I have several cat people in my life, says Adriana. We'll give you a chance to vote on your favourite card towards the end of the show. But if you want to get these quirky sentiment stamps, great set these. You're getting 7 in total. Should be almost £28, $42 there or thereabouts. $19.20 if you're platinum, $28. These 7 you get. So you've got this one here, which is, did I just roll my eyes out loud? Quirky, fun. All guests must be approved by the dog. Just great. I think we were chatting, weren't we, about these for like little home decor pieces. Somebody said there's like a little fridge magnet, little coasters maybe. Life is better with a cat, which is the one that Debbie's just been using. Then you've got this one, really funny. Everybody has a family with a few nuts in it. Who's the nut in your family? Families are like fudge, mostly sweet, with a few nuts. This one, smile. Life is beautiful. You've got this super cute, really heartfelt and warming sentiment. I love you to the moon and back. And then lastly, love this. Lord, give me coffee to change the things that I can change, and wine to accept the things I can't. £19.20 for that full set, or $28 if you are a platinum member. Those proving very popular this afternoon, or this morning I should say. No, it is this afternoon. We're going to have a look at some Monday mega deals. Now, we don't just do one Monday mega deal now, we do, well, quite a few today actually. 24-hour only deals on, well, a whole array of core items when it comes to Spectrum Noir. Our aqua markers, always very popular. We're giving you the 48-piece collection with the brush nib, the ultra fine nib, and when I say like a 48-piece set, for £48 if you're platinum, I mean, even I can do the maths on that. That is incredible value for money. $68 if you're shopping in the US, and it is 48 colours. However, you are going to be doing all of your water techniques with these because it's watercolour in a pen in essence. So you think here, for example, this is your essentials. You've got all of the colours that you've got on the board here. Once you apply your water, you see our guys, the majority of the times they use these, they dab these down onto the glass mat and then take the paintbrush or maybe like a pen with water, and then they're applying the water and using it that way. This is the way that you can get all of those gradations of colour. So you've got all of the different colours within each pen by adding the water, and then you start then mixing the colours up together to create even more colours. 48 colours all of a sudden becomes a number I wouldn't like to try and suggest. But the point here is, once you've got these, start creating, having fun with them, doing all of your watercolour techniques, and goodness knows how many different colours you're going to be creating. So that is your essentials. You've then got in here your primaries as well. So again, all of these different colours you're going to be receiving. You've got your reds in there, the scarlet and crimsons, your burgundies, you've got your yellows and all of those beautiful blues in there, and your purples. But again, just look at all of the different shades that you can create within each colour. You're then also going to get your nature as well. Once again, this is a lovely collection of colours. We give you some of your different oranges in here. You've got some more of your sort of almost like portrait colours really, that desert, that fawn. You've got the boulder in there, more blues in there with the kingfisher and the peacock and the marine. And then lastly in this set is your floral. And again with that, look at all of the different colours you're going to be getting here. It is 48 colours in essence, but it's so many more than that once you start playing with these. What an opportunity to pick up 48 pens for £48 if you're platinum. Grab these like they're going out of style. We only have that price available for you for the next 24 hours. That's how the Monday mega deals work. It is a mega deal, but only available for a short amount of time. We've also got a great deal on the glitter markers as well. This is incredible. Again, core Spectrum Noir stock. Buy two, get one for free. And these really are fantastic. I think obviously these are water-based, so if you want to add a bit of water to these, you can do, but actually these are jam-packed full of your glitter, perfect for adding little embellishments, perfect for doing your lettering with, perfect for little embellishments, and a little bit of colouring as well, you know, why not? But look at this, look at the sheen and shine you're going to get off that beautiful glitter. You've got the a sort of hard nib on these. You're going to shake them to wake them, give them a bit of a prime, and then you're away. But you've got all of these colours to play with. So that is your neon collection. You're also going to get these beautiful, vibrant florals as well. Look at those. If I give that a wiggle and catch the light there, you can see how those are just jam-packed with sparkle. So you pay for those two. That's your £23.98, $35.98. And then it's like we're giving you your cool elements, your greens and your purples and blues. Got some lovely greys in there as well for absolutely nothing. So it's buy 12 pens, we will give you the final 6 for free, £19.18 or $28.78. That is your second Monday mega deal, and we will highlight a few more of those a little bit later on. If you have just joined us, a bit of a topsy-turvy day today. So Monday Makers, which is normally at 6, that's going to be at 2 o'clock this afternoon with Debbie. So tune in for that, more great deals. And then tonight at 6, we've got a masterclass, so 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. We're concentrating on the Gemini 2. I'm super excited because it's my first official show having a look around this amazing machine. It's been so super popular. Let's not beat about the bush here. This has been the craft item of the year so far. Sadly not available here in the UK, sold out, and it was going to go the same way in the US. Now I told you we had double figures of this. We've only got 49 now remaining. If you want to grab the Gemini 2, we're going to chat around this with Debbie because this is kind of the next step for you really. It's taken the Gemini and added more features which have additional benefits for you alongside the original Gemini. And if you don't know about this, we will chat all around it in just a second. But what a price. As I say, sadly sold out in the UK, so let's concentrate on the US price. $329.99. Fantastic deal. But then you get your discount. If you're a Platinum member, what an opportunity today to get the Gemini 2 in your life for $263.99. It comes with everything you need to get started, to get crafting with. As I said, with all of those additional benefits, which we'll talk about, the sliding feet, the trays which come down, your stand there, of course, for your media. USB ports and more. We'll talk about that very, very shortly indeed. If you've already got your Gemini 2, stand by because we are hopefully, fingers crossed, very soon going to be telling you that the deals are live on things like the extra plates, the large plates, and of course the smaller plates, and the accessories when it comes to the magnetic storage stand and your fantastic 360-degree base as well. We've also got available for you too. What are we looking at now? The bag. Your Gemini Everything bundle. Now, in this bag, £250 worth, $300 worth of crafty goodies to get working with your Gemini 2. Platinum price is $100 or $120. However, if you decide to go in and grab the Gemini 2 today, you will bag this bag for half price. So in essence, it's a $300 bag that if you're Platinum and you're in the US, you will get for $60. I am under strict instruction, this is, so I play by the rules. I always play by the rules, play it safe. Sarah said to me, "Didn't show it, man." So I'm not showing it. I'm not showing you what's in the bag. However, if you tune in for the show at 6 o'clock this evening, the masterclass, I've got a funny feeling she might break her own rule and she might look into it. I mean, but she's the boss, so she can do what she wants. I'm not. I mean, she's sort of here. I'm probably, I'm down here somewhere. So I'm not looking in it. Don't ask me to. But if you ask Sarah later on, she probably will. Everyone's bought it in the UK. It is, jeepers. Save £125, $150. And as I said, I know we don't have the machines in the UK, but if you're in the US, get the machine today for $263 if you're Platinum, and then you'll pick this up for $60 because you'll get it half price. Let's get on over though, and let's talk to Debbie because, as I said, I'm super excited. I know this launched here on Crafters TV at the end of May. It is my first official show. I missed the launch of this. Johnny missed the launch of this. But I know, Debbie, you absolutely love this machine, and it's kind of like an upgrade because it's got additional features and additional benefits to the original Gemini, hasn't it?
Exactly that. And it's just the enhanced version. None of those 3 Ps that Leanne talks about, the power, the performance, the precision cut, we've not lost any of that. What we've done is we've given it these all upgraded fantastic features to give your die cutting experience that all new level. Now for me, straight off, do you know what I love? It's the glide, and I am barely touching this. This is not me going trying to move it, which, do you know, with the other Gemini, once it was sat down in place, it wasn't one of those machines that moved around, it was just sat into place. What makes it, for me personally, that lovely feature is because on my craft desk, I can now move it around really easily. I'm not having to pick it up and put it down because underneath you've got those lovely 4 glide legs. You'll also see as well underneath, this is why you need to tune in later on, ladies and gentlemen, because there's an accessory that goes onto here.
I wonder what goes there.
Oh, I wonder what goes there. We all know what goes there. There is a turntable feature that sits and screws into the machine so that you can then have almost like, you talk about those turntables and those lazy Susans that you have, but it's into your machine. So that's going to be exciting. That's an exciting feature in itself. But for me personally, having this where it just glides onto my tabletop makes it personally, for me, very easy to use. the upgraded feature, which I'm not going to lie, there's so many of them.
Yes.
The drop down. Do you know what's lovely as well? Can I just talk about the shape, the colour, the new font?
Yeah.
The new colour.
Sleeker, it's sexier.
Sexier,
Yeah.
enhanced. It's like, oh, I mean, it's just glorious. Now, it's not just a drop-down lever. Oh, no, sirree. Let me turn that way. These, for me, are, oh my God, a real fantastic feature to the machine. Somewhere to store things like your scissors.
Yeah.
Things to store like your pokey tools. Things to store like your tape pens. All of these things can go into your drop-down. And it's got that lovely magnetic feature. Make sure, Debbie, you've not got something too bulky there, girl, what you like. Make sure it's not too bulky. Pop all your things into there. And what you got there as well, which a lovely feature is, it's magnetic. It's got this lovely magnetic closing so that it drops and clicks. And it's not going to fall out. So even when you lift it up, nothing falls out because it's got that lovely magnetic feature. And it also means, in terms of when you're popping your plates in, you don't have to. You'll have seen us in the past where we have us hand at the back of the machine ready to catch them. None of that.
No.
Because having this lovely little sexy feature there means that you can keep it on, it feeds through and it comes out the other end, so it doesn't matter. It's not going to drop off, it's not going to fall off or anything like that. So for me, it's a really fantastic little feature there as well. Not only that, this is the next best feature.
Boom.
The multimedia little station, where it's got this lovely little groove so that you can fit things like your iPad, your iPhones, your Android phones will all fit into there. And then what also makes it absolutely super fabulous, let me just lift that up for a second. Can you see the 3 little ports?
USB ports.
3 USB ports, which means you can charge your devices up, because it runs from the electricity off here, so you pop it into there, you can have your device at the front, and you can be watching us on the go, which I just think, Ben, this for me has been why I've absolutely loved having it. Normally, in my craft room, I've had my machine at the side of me, and then I've had my device here in the front of me, and then like when you're back and forth, not anymore, because it's all here in the machine, for me, it's just absolutely fabulous. And the fact that you can charge up at the same time, no loads of cables going in. And this is another thing. I've had to be able to take my extension pack away now, because I had to have an extension pack that had about 4 or 5 different plugs, because I wanted to charge up while I'm watching my phone, while I'm watching my iPad. It all sits there at the back now. For me, that is a real fantastic feature in terms of being able to watch craft on the go.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do that, that closes down and it's a lovely surface to maybe put something else that's coming up soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can pop that onto there. But it's also as well another little storage area, because if you drop that down, you've got where you can put your dies and things like that, or your other tools while you're crafting as well. So it's an absolutely lovely extra little feature. And then the buttons, Ben. The buttons are really nice and easy. Do you know, before, we've still got that same 3-set system where you pop it on. You've got your play, your pause, and you've got your rewind function, but they're so easy, you can't miss. They literally are super easy to push down and push in, and of course then you'll see that lit up telling you that it's good to go as well. And it has got as well, if I just turn that around just for a slight second, your cable where you pop through your electricity, but it's also got your flicker switch so you can flick it on and off. So it can stay connected into your electricity, but you know your safety feature there. That means it can stay plugged in but be safe at the same time. Now, the other lovely features, not only is it fabulous, the other features that you've got on here are the quietness. The and this was the game changer for me. And I'm genuinely totally excited about this machine. The sensor.
Optical sensor.
The optical sensor is now no longer just at the back of the machine, it's across here. It means that and now before you'll have seen us, and I'll just bring them into shot just to show you. Before we used to have to put our Gemini Junior plates in sideways.
Yeah.
Because of that sensor, Ben, you can just run it straight through and it doesn't matter where you pop it. It can go right in that centre. You do not have to turn it around anymore. That is a great one. And do you know what else? Do you know your Gemini Go?
No.
Do you know your 3x6 plates?
No.
I will tell you, blown away. The fact that I've got Gemini Go plates and I've got quite a few of them, I can use those and pop those in and run those through as well. So now, it's not that I've retired my Gemini Mini, I'm not going to lie, I still use my Gemini Mini, but do you know now, I don't have to think about getting it out and putting it on top or sitting on, I don't have to do that because this machine does it all. This machine does it all. It's absolutely fabulous for that. Now, honestly, not only are those are the physical features that you can see, but you've got the features then of the quietness. The motor has been enhanced as well because it's quicker, it's sleeker, it's quieter, and I think it's something like, did Leanne say about 24% faster? It's faster, it's quieter, it's still the same precision cut performance, and absolutely the power that you have got been used to with our Gemini is exactly the same in this as well, if not better. You're getting all of the plates. Now, the difference here as well,
white plates.
different colours, no longer clear. And can I just talk about these in particular, your two, what we used to call clear cutting plates, and I'm telling you now, I am still getting my tongue around it. They are now solid colour.
Okay.
And have you seen your plastic shim? These have been made with a different material to what we had in the past. And it does mean longevity. When I say longevity, longevity. You're still going to do your flip and your rotate. This is 4 cutting platforms that you have got with your cutting plates. Still 4 that you're going to be able to use. But they're super toughened. I say super toughened. They've been made with a different material to give you that better experience when it comes to your die cutting experience. You're still going to get the magnetic shim. You've just seen the upgraded version. We're now in raspberry. It's still magnetic on both sides. It's still got your grid system for all your card making, as well as your clear one there with your little crosshair in the centre. Your rubber embossing mat for all your die cutting features, and of course your metal shim as well. There is, am I allowed to say fabric plates?
Oh yeah?
There are coming later on today.
Oh.
Fabric plates as well. Let's just tell you, Sarah is coming in all guns a-blazing at that 6 o'clock Gemini Masterclass. Although I am going to do a little bit for you in a second. There are just some of the features. It's a beautiful addition to the Gemini family. It's the enhanced, upgraded version. But none of the power, none of the performance, none of that precision cut is lost in this. It's absolutely phenomenal. It really is. And a total game changer for me personally, which is why after 7 years, my gorgeous original Gemini, that is still going strong, can I tell you? Still going strong. I am donating it to a local craft group. Because that machine, I've been in the TV team for over 4.5 years, I think it is now. You can only imagine how many times I've used that machine. It's still going strong, so I'm going to make sure it goes to somebody who will give it just as much love and attention as I did. But I've upgraded mine because I was due for an upgrade. It's like with anything. It's like with a phone. It's like with your car. It's like with your washing machine, your cookers. Due for an upgrade. After 7 and a bit years, it was time for me to have a little upgrade. And I can tell you now, it's a divine little addition to my crafty stash. It really is. You've got to get it while you can. And I will give you this little last bit. I'll run it through its paces for you in a second. But I have talked a little bit now because this is the thing. You get me on the subject of a Gemini machine. I'll talk forever and a day. I've got to be here for the whole 6 hours of just myself, just showing you how fabulous it is and why I wholeheartedly, totally love this machine. It was the game changer for me. It's just now I've got the enhanced version, which I know for a lot of you as well, the way you've been loving this, it's time for your upgrade too. Today might be the day. Look at the price on the screen. Today might be the day for you to upgrade yours as well. And don't forget, all those accessories are coming later on as well. So excited about those accessories. So yes, make sure you stay tuned for the whole day because we'll let you know when they're available.
We certainly will. Marianne says, I set up my amazing G2 last night, cut and emboss an intricate happy birthday edgeable die. So fast, so quiet, so perfect. Fully cut out, no need for a pokey tool. I am so impressed and grateful. Rose says, I love everything about my Gemini 2, it looks pretty. Love the colour, love the storage, love the USBs, and not forgetting the iPad. Carolyn says we need a bag to store and carry our machines. Well, you never know, you never know. We've got the storage bags for the plates coming up for you later on. And our Rachel says the fabric plates work absolutely beautiful in there. Rose, just to answer your question as well, the only folders that won't go through there, you're not going to be putting your folders through for your mini or your midi, which is what you're talking about. Those ones you don't put through, but your Go ones, because you do have the plates for the Go, you can put the Go ones through, your junior ones can go through, and of course your original OG plates can go through, but not the ones from the manual machines, as you wouldn't try and put them through the original Gemini. But you guys are so super excited about this. As we said, great price today. You're going to get your discount on this as well. If you're in the UK, it's sold out. It's been so popular. If you're in the US, these are ticking away. I think 48 chances now left to get your hands on this machine. Do it today. Masterclass coming up with Sarah a little bit later on. And again, you can fire all those questions at Sarah later. So maybe you've already got your Gemini 2 and there's some questions you want to ask. Maybe you're thinking about buying some of the additional accessories and you want to know a particular answer to your question before you buy them. Ask the questions and Sarah will be here later to answer all those for you. We haven't got long left on the show, but we are just going to have a quick little look at these with Debbie. You're going to run a few bits and pieces through.
I have. I fetched my little I call it my little Gemini bag. When I go out demonstrating, I have a box of all sorts of dies, from old to new, from thin metal dies to multimedia dies, to different materials in there to get cutting with. One of my absolute all-time favourite dies, which is why I still have it in my collection. I actually bought this multiple times, can I tell you? One of our original creator card dies. From about, I'm going to say, from over 7 years ago.
Wow.
I absolutely love this die. But I love bringing this die out to show you just how fabulous the die cutting machine is. Because take a look at this die. This is probably ahead of its time, actually, back in the day. Intricate beyond intricate. There are 100 cutting points all over that thing.
Wow.
It literally is absolutely amazing, and also a lovely embossed feature, which is why I like to bring it out for this particular demo. Now I'm going in with a lovely, because I want you to see how fabulous it cuts in different multimedia kind of terms of cardstock, but I want you to see that fabulous embossing as well as the die cut. So I've got my platform. Now you have got an instruction book. Our lovely Sarah's going to come in and show you all those lovely features. She's going to give you that little masterclass on this particular one, because again, if we are talking like how you would use it, in your book it would tell you to do your cutting plate, your plastic shim, bring your magnetic shim in, pop your die down onto there. Your magnet, it's not going to, you know, you can see it ain't going anywhere. No, it's super strong, that magnet. Pop your cardstock over the top and then your die cutting. Now you can see this is my own plate that I bring with me, but we're going to run that through the die cutting machine. Are you ready? Now, honestly, when I say how quiet it is, normally we would be having to talk a little bit louder so I could hear you. We would having to be just because of the features of the Gemini. It's now sleeker, it's now faster, it's now quieter. Did that take 18 seconds? No, it didn't. It took a lot less.
Time it next time.
Can you see? Oh my God, the die cut. Come on, George, how close can you get in? Look at the die cutting. There isn't a single area that's missed. Now I'm not going to take it off. What I am going to do is just remove this for a second, because I'm going to pop that back down, because there's some lovely features in the flowers and the butterflies where there's an embossed detail. So I know that if I lifted that off now, that has cut through perfectly, I mean perfectly, one pass of the machine. The only thing I've done is taken off the magnetic shim, because with most of the dies that we do in our collection, we have what's called an embossing feature. So you're going to put your raspberry coloured matte, rubber mat over the top, and then you're going to pop your cutting plate back onto the top. I don't want you thinking, oh my God, it's going to cut through that. It's going to cut through that shim because the pressure's phenomenal, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. It's a different size of shim. It's a rubber embossing mat, which is slightly thinner than what your magnetic one is. And also it gives it that bounce. It gives it that lovely detail. Now, can I just show you just for a second? Can you see that it's like expanded a little bit? That's normal and natural. That's what it's going to do. The power of that will literally stretch it and move that. Now you can see, and I'm just going to give it a little flick.
Okay.
There's no marking on there. It hasn't cut through whatsoever. I can promise you it's absolutely phenomenal. Now, this has now been die cut and it's also been embossed, and I'm just going to get that out just for a second. In fact, tell you what, let's give it the bang. Let's give it a good old bang, because I want you to come in now and see how insane, not only is it die cut, but the detail on the embossing is always worth going through with your shims, whether it used to be, we call the purple one. The detail, not only is it cut out, but all the embossing on the end of the butterfly wing. Yeah. Honestly, it's sensational. And even down to the petals, the extra bit of embossing on those petals is off the chart. Fantastic. It's one of the reasons why I love to demonstrate with this particular die, because it just shows you that powerful cut in that first pass, and then that beautiful embossed detail with the use of your embossing mat to give it that little finish. And we've got hundreds of dies that do those, so that is a great way to show you just how fabulous it is. But of course, it does more than that. It's not just the Gemini, it's that dual function. The Gemini star sign, twins. Yeah. It's a dual functioning machine, because it does all your die cutting, but of course it does all your things like your embossing as well. Embossing your 2D, embossing your 3D, and I'm pretty sure, I don't think I've got time to show you everything today, but embossing things like stencils. Oh, wow. We're going to do some more in a second, but I'm going to just quickly talk about these two. Yeah. 2D embossing folders, 3D embossing folders, a couple of my favourites here. 3D, thicker material that it's made from, to what we call a standard embossing folder, as you can visibly see that difference instantly. This is a regular 2D folder. Pop your cardstock into that centre, pop your material over the top, your folder in between there, and then it is just a very quick, I'll come in, I'll use my bigger plates, because of course later on today, the smaller ones are on their way. It is your two, and stop saying clear, Debbie, stop saying clear. Hello. It's your two coloured, it's your two white, it's your two white plates that you're going to do for your standard embossing, which is just phenomenal in itself. And again, none of that, it's not disappeared whatsoever. It's just edge to edge technology, as it was always, and that's both sides, the embossed and your debossed side. Wow. 3D, it's the same as it's always been. One of your white coloured plates, your magnetic shim, your material, so again, like we've gone with the cardstock in there, 3D embossing folder, Debbie, which is the raised. There we go. I was just thinking, do it the right way around this time, Debbie. And then the plastic shim. That's the combination for your 3D. And again, I'm not having to worry about where you just literally feed that in. Listen, the so quick. Pick it up. It's super quiet. It's super quick. Have you noticed my hands are in front of me and not at the back of me catching any plates? Because
about 11 seconds by my watch.
Did you do that? And I'd actually left it a little bit there.
So more like 9 seconds then.
Yeah, honestly, it's absolutely phenomenal. It's super quick, but again, have we lost any of that edge-to-edge beautiful embossing? And that's from your 2D to your 3D. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. 3D is just something else. Absolutely incredible. Shall we do one more?
Go on, one more.
Shall we do one more? Come on, let's do one more. Shall we go in with... We'll do his favourite.
What are you doing? Oh, here we go.
Never tire of this.
Bit of faux leather.
This just... Faux leather? I laugh in the face of faux leather.
Real leather?
I'm laughing in the face of faux leather. Real leather we're talking now. We're going to go in for real leather. Can I share the smaller plates?
Aye. Are you going to do it, yeah?
Can I tease them?
Well, you're doing it now by the look of it.
Well, I'm just going to come in and show you, because there was a setting here that I'm going to... just going to pinch. Shh. You're not going to tell her, are you?
I won't say a thing.
You're not going to tell her.
What are you like?
Don't be telling her anything.
Oh, and put them in the other way.
I am. Yeah. That's why I want to show you, because these are the smaller plates. These are the 9x6, which as we've previously called them, and they still are, Gemini Junior plates. They're 9x6, but in your Gemini 2, oh my God. Oh my God. Wait till you see. Now, literally, this is a multimedia die, so it's a thicker die. It is real, genuine leather. Nicola found this for me because Debbie left all her leather at home like a silly Billy that she is. We're not going to bring in our magnetic shim for this. It's a multimedia die, it's a thicker die. You can, at this stage, bring in your metal shim if you want to do, but I'm just going to go in with a combination of the 2 white plates and the plastic shim. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Now, before, we would do this.
Yeah.
We would go sideways.
So, you're feeding it in now in the centre. Could you feed it down the side if you wanted?
You can feed it down the side, you can feed it in the centre, you can
Yeah.
go to the other side, you can do what you want with it. It doesn't matter, as long as it's going to go through there. I mean, come on. And do you know what blew it for me is when I literally took out my Gemini Go plates. And honestly, I was like, oh, you're kidding me. And they just slipped through there in seconds. It was absolutely phenomenal. But what is phenomenal is this.
Oh, look at that.
It is that precision. It is that performance cut. It is that fabulous. Not a single bit of fraying
Cut to
on
perfection.
there. It is cut to perfection.
And that's your real leather.
Oh, smell it. Come on, smell this. You've got to smell it. Come and smell it. Come and have a smell.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that smell. It's like being on holiday.
Honestly, I love real leather. And this is phenomenal. And it just shows you that power of that
Sorry, I meant to throw that. Sorry.
I'll let you off. The power of the Gemini is insane. It is. We've not lost. We're not because we've enhanced it. You would probably think we've got. We've cut corners somewhere. We haven't. It is enhanced in all its features, and it's absolutely phenomenal. And for me, and I did put it through when I got mine at home. I did the usual things, the die cuts.
Yeah.
But I wanted, because I'm going out demonstrating with this at the end of the month and beginning of next month as well, and you keep your eyes posted because I'm going in Sheffield and Leeds when I'm going out demonstrating with this fabulous machine. Honestly, I promise you, you will be blown away. It is a phenomenal machine. Phenomenal price for all our lovely states. I'm so sorry, the UK. Why have we got it? Well, I'll tell you why we haven't got it. You all fell in love with it and you all bought it. That's what you did. But it really is phenomenal. You're going to get a fantastic masterclass with Sarah later on where she's going to put it through its paces and some. And let me tell you, you will never regret the decision and it is, we call it a considered purchase. It is a considered purchase, but I can promise you, at 7.5 years, my older machine, please, 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 it's an investment, and it's an investment so worthwhile because it changes everything in terms of your die cutting experience and some.
I tell you what we'll do, we will do a quick vote on the demo of the show, and then whilst we do that, I'll read a few of your comments out.
It's nice and easy.
I know. And then we'll have a look at the pick of the day as well for you whilst waiting for the result. It'll be a quick one, but it's one of two, isn't it, Debbie?
Oh, it's so easy, this one, because it is going to be number one with the bordered eyes. That is your number one. That is your number two. You decide.
One or two. You pick. You've got about 2 minutes to get your vote in there. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. The Gemini 2 is awesome. I finally opened my box from HSN and tried it out, says Charlotte Clark. So quiet, so fast. I love the new Gemini 2. And designed by Faiza. Hello, not heard from you in ages. You say, hi Ben, hi Debbie, hello. So glad you're doing the masterclass today on the G2. I've got this same butterfly die and agree it can't be cut easily without a Gemini. Listen, make sure you're tuning in for that show later on. We've switched it around just a little bit. So we've got Monday makers coming up in just over an hour's time. We're going to be seeing more of those deep border dies. We've got the quirky sentiments coming up for you as well. And then later on, 6 o'clock tonight, where you'd normally have Monday makers, that's where we're going to be doing the masterclass in between times. If we get the nod, when we get the nod that the brand new goodies are live, the new plates, the new accessories, the die storage stand, that turntable, we will let you know as soon as we know, and there will be a shopping frenzy on. I have no doubt about that. But in the meantime, you can still pick up the Gemini 2 if you are in the US. We've got less than 50 chances for you to do that at $263.99. You might want to pick up the pick of the day as well whilst you're in today. The luxury mirror card stock is the 12 by 12 card pad. 64 sheets you're going to get in total, 32 sheets in your everyday coloured and 32 sheets in your metallics. These really are two of the most popular card pads that we do in the business, and they're normally they're 30, aren't they, Johnny? Each over $30 each. Those 2 pads. We are bundling them together today. $39, in fact, if you're shopping in the US, bundling the 2 together today, and to pop them somewhere for storage purposes. We've even thrown in the 12-inch paper handler from Totally Tiffany as well. That should normally cost you £76.97 or $89.89. Platinum price though is £40 or $46.40. And you've got double points on there as well. I've got the result of the demo of the show, but before that, just to kind of fire a warning shot across the bows, the Monday mega deal on the glitter markers, don't scream and shout, but they've now...
Sold out.
Gone.
Sold out.
Gone.
I haven't got to them.
Gone.
Oh, no.
Gone.
Well, I'll
Gone.
have to rejig some demos later.
Gone. We've got the demo of the show vote.
Ooh. Which one will it be?
3.
What? You little devil, you.
1.
1.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you very much for those gorgeous deep border dies, which I absolutely love. Can't wait to see you at 2 o'clock. Thank you very much for joining. I'm ready for a bit of dinner though, Ben, are you?
I am. Do you know what? I might have to go and get something in the cafe because I've got nothing very exciting in my bag over there. Bit of couscous, some fish sticks and some cheese.
That sounds nice.
Does it?
I was going to trade you in with my jacket spud, but I love my jacket spud.
Oh, you got a jacket spud from the cafe?
I've got my jacket spud with my tuna, a little sprinkling of cheese, little boiled egg, bit of salad. It's divine, absolutely divine. Did you see the cookies?
What?
The cookies. Sarah's requested some cookies, and I'm just thinking, who are those cookies for? Because there are...
What, outside?
Oh, you ought to see them. There's tons of them out there. Christina's been baking cookies.
What, free cookies?
Well, I wanted to say free cookies, and I said, would she notice 1 or 2 missing? We'll have to have a word with her. Let's see what we can sort out, Ben.
We're going to go on a bit of a cookie trail because I'm a bit of a cookie monster. Massive thank you to Debbie. Thank you to you for watching. Thank you to the team. We're back for Monday Makers in an hour, and then that masterclass as well for you later on with Sarah. In the meantime, keep checking the web. As soon as I know that they're live, I will let you know those brand new Gemini 2 accessories. But in the meantime, check out your baskets. Thanks for shopping, and Debbie and I will see you in an hour. Bye for now.